2020, the start for us in South Africa of lockdown and the start of my vegetable growing journey. Mother's Day arrived and my family came out to help me build my very first little vegetable patch garden. We used pallets that we had lying around the garden, waxoled them for protection, lined the bed with some plastic tarpaulin and filled it with compost. And there I had my very first garden where I grew a couple of vegetables. I think I had carrots, some pepper plants, a few herbs and some ornamental flowers. After that garden started to grow, I obviously started researching different types of vegetables that you can grow, and wow, was I blown away to see all the different colorful vegetables that you can grow. Cauliflowers, purple cauliflowers, Romanesco cauliflowers, green beans, yellow beans, purple beans, peas of all different kinds, and it just blew me away and amazed. I then would go to bed dreaming of more space that I could take in my garden. My front garden became it because it gets most of the sun, and there was a patch outside our bedroom window where it was kind of overgrown, so we ripped out all of those plants and rehomed them. Garden, my vegetable garden patch grew bigger. As you can see here, we started with an in-ground beds and I planted beans up the little teepee, stuff growing on the fence on the side, cauliflowers, broccoli, and a couple of other things in ground. And that was the next season. I then decided that wasn't big enough, and so I went around the garden looking for things that I could make beds with. I found in ground difficult in maintaining weeds, obviously working full time, not being able to get on top of the weeding all the time. So we found lintels that were lying around from previous building jobs before we moved into the house and after we moved into the house, rocks, curbs. For some reason we had curbs which were little garden beds in various parts of the house, and so all of that got moved and my garden grew bigger, and then it grew bigger, and this is what I have at the moment. There are constant dreams and hopes to make it even bigger and to put in some trellising and arches. The dreams never stop, and it's always great every season to come up with a new garden bed plan. And so I've been through planting rows of the same thing to this season, mixing it all up and planting it all differently. I do enjoy planting ornamentals with my vegetables, and so this next summer, which is just around the corner, I'm even thinking of extending some of my vegetables into my main garden bed, which I'm trying to grow as like a cottage garden, and adding things like onions and maybe a cauliflower or two or something else inside the actual garden bed. But we will see how that goes. I just thought I would share how my journey all started and how it has progressed, because nothing ever stays the same from season to season in the garden, and it's always so much fun to watch it grow. If you haven't started your journey yet, I hope you'll start very, very soon.